It's another week.
It is.
It's another week. It's another week. Oh, it's another.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Happy hump day, ladies, gentlemen, and other.
Right. It is Pride Month, and we are being all-inclusive.
Oh, yay. Happy Pride Month.
Same to you.
Yes. In honor of Pride, we should celebrate Beyonce.
I hate that note so much. I hate it so much. Oh, my God.
I don't know who that was, but don't ever disrespect the queen like that again.
Oh, God.
So, Carl,
Yes.
tell me about your week.
Oh,
Well,
my
first,
goodness. Yes.
First, we gotta give some love to Sarah, Nicole,
Yes.
and Christine.
Oh, my God. Definitely. Oh,
Happy belated birthday, girl.
yes.
I didn't forget.
Christina, happy
did not
belated
forget.
birthday, honey.
But yeah, oh my gosh, you guys. See, this is why you guys have to participate.
Exactly.
We had such a good time.
It was so
like
much fun.
Genuine fun.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
it was. Christina, girl, let me just tell you, you are a ball of joy. You made me laugh so hard. And Nicole, I just want to say to you, thank you for that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful shout out on Instagram, because I did go ahead and restory that, because that turnaround was everything.
Yeah, you was looking cute. You was looking cute.
Thank you so much. You too, girl.
Oh, thank you.
You are welcome.
Belly out? No.
Yeah, you was doing it. Sandals and all.
Okay. That was so embarrassing. Remind
apparently.
myself not to go out with Carl if I have not done and gotten my polish touched up on my feet.
Oh my goodness. She almost ate me alive for just looking down at the ground.
Oh, my feet looked so bad. Like, y'all have no idea.
They did not. I didn't even notice it. Like, come
Well,
on,
because
girl.
it was still white polish on there, but it, to me, it was not up to par. So,
I understand. Because I went and got my nails done
Yeah.
that morning, because I know how you feel because of the shoot.
So yeah, but we had so much fun.
It was a blast.
You know, we got to exchange some encouraging words, which that was my favorite part of the
Yes,
night.
I agree.
And we just got it was just a ball of good energy. And I'm just like, wow, these are our breakers. Like, they have this same energy that we
yes,
do. It was
yes.
just so amazing.
It was. Like, you know,
And even Sarah was going around, y'all, and telling people about the podcast. She got like 2 or 3 people. She was like, it's
She was.
Breaking Hollywood.
Oh.
Follow them on Instagram.
Yeah, she
I'm
was
like,
hooking it up.
you better go ahead and market
Come
for
on
our
now. Yes, honey. Thank you.
market manager.
Oh, come on. Huh. Because she was on that love. However, my second favorite part of the night was the rock band throwback.
Oh, man.
We went
I
in.
literally rocked out. Rocked out
In the
with
middle of
my
the club.
cock out in the middle of the club. I mean, people were staring.
Oh, yeah, they were.
I literally
And
was
cheering.
playing air drums
Oh.
and swinging my hair like I was in concert with Lenny Kravitz.
Come on
like,
now. And I jumped on that guitar like it was nobody's business. And that guitar solo came along. And it was a
And
wrap.
it was a rap.
It was
It was a wrap. The funny thing is, I know for a fact that if we would have had real instruments in our hands,
It would have been over.
it would have been,
It would have
everybody
been
would have been
done.
like, wow,
Yes.
y'all can really play. And I would have been like, duh. Like, I don't have rhythm. Like, why am I practicing as if I'm doing it right now? Like, why am I practicing?
I love that quick duh. And then you just brushed over it. You're like, yeah, duh. But, oh God, yes. Killing me.
Oh,
Girl.
okay. But anyway, let's move on to your week. How was it, Carl? What'd you do? Where'd you go?
This week was intense. Oh my God.
Bum, bum, bum.
That part. So Tuesday, I went to Knott's Berry Farm with the ASB group because it was the last time that we get to do a field trip together or any event together. And then, right. So that was fun. Me and my friend Chelsea, we got to hang out and get on rides. And it's a great time. And we ate and all of that. And it was just so much fun. Then that was Tuesday. Then Wednesday and Thursday, I had some events on the campus that we had to do with move up days and stuff like that. Then on Friday, I spent the entire day at Six Flags.
You did.
I did. And it was fun, but came 11:30 and these kids had me running to one more ride. I ran from X all the way to full throttle, got on full throttle, then had to come in. Oh my goodness. I was like, listen here. Okay.
Period.
It's right. This is for the birds.
You're not built the same way, okay?
Honey,
I done aged just a little bit.
I'm just trying to tell you. Like, I was like, okay. And then we got on Batman. Oh my God. I don't know if it was me or they sped that puppy up. It's
always been sped up.
No, child. That thing.
Remember we ride Batman and Riddler. Remember we ride them at night because they speed it up?
Child.
Remember that's what we used to always do?
You should have saw all of us get off that daggone thing dizzy. Oh my goodness. I was like, because we sat in the back. That first one, we hit that loop and then we hit that corkscrew. Child. Ooh, all of us was like, okay, what is going on here? That was something. And then,
well, you should have not. What time was it when you got on?
It was night. We rode it at night.
Yeah. Okay, so you knew. You just
forgot. Honestly, I had I forgot. I must have forgotten because it was intense.
Because that literally is what we would literally avoid Gotham City when we went so that we could do it at night.
See,
you don't remember that?
Now that you're mentioning it, I remember talking about that because they've been going all day. So I guess it just seems like, they heat up and they on the move because that was something.
No, they just speed it up at night. I don't know why, but
child, that was something.
Instead of going 65, you're going 96. That's
what it felt like, honey. It felt like we was on one. And then we get back and we don't leave until 12 midnight, right? So that's a 2-hour bus ride all the way back because you're on school buses. And we got back. I didn't get home till 5 a.m. Child, it was something. I'm not even going to say the story. For those of you who want to know the story, just go to my page because I have it saved and I have the video because I went live. Yes, I did. At 4 a.m, knowing that nobody was listening, but y'all will watch it later. That was a mess, child. All kinds of mess. So if you want to hear the story, go to Instagram and hit the story. Huh?
It's not on your story anymore.
Well, I'm going to have to put the video up then. Because I still got her saved.
You could, I'm going to show you. Y'all, Karl don't really know how to use Instagram. I'm going to show you how to put it on your page so people could look at it.
Okay. All right. You do that. You just go ahead. You do that. And then, Saturday, we went to dinner with my sister for her birthday. And then we went out and met Sarah, Christina, and Nicole.
Yes.
So.
That was so much fun.
It was. And then Trina and I and my husband were down in Palm Springs together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll let you tell about your experience at Palm Springs. So let's hear about your week.
So my week was, it was fun. It was cool. I chilled out. I didn't really, during the week, I'm like in work mode. So
right.
Nothing really special happened during the week. But then, like Karl said, on Saturday, we hit up his sister's birthday party and it was lit. Me and Karl's mom enjoyed lots of laughter and yelled in the restaurant. And we fit right in with the Italian theme of the restaurant.
Yes.
I mean, it was perfect.
It did.
And then, we went and hung out with the girls and it was a good time. And then we went back to Palm Springs.
Yes,
and,
we did.
We woke up and decided to go get some food. So.
Oh, Lord.
What was the name? Oh, the Broken Yoke. So we went to the Broken Yoke. And,
why do you have to say the name? Why do you have to say the name? Hold on.
Because I need everybody to know where we went. We went to the Broken Yoke. And so,
You're so messy.
We were all like starving. Starving. So we were all ordering our food and everything like that and waiting. We had us a little cute mimosa. I had kiwi. Karl had apricot.
Yep.
Apricot.
Either way, I think it's okay.
Okay. And then Marco had passion fruit.
Right.
And they all came out tasting like donkey ass. So that was just that. And so after that, we finally got our food. And so, I look over at Marco had got this omelet, this Greek omelet, and it was all white, all
egg whites.
Egg whites.
Yeah.
And so not a sprinkle of pepper. That's number one. Okay. So I knew it wasn't seasoned. So then Carl's eating his food. He's like, it's okay. And I'm eating mine. The chicken was good. I had chicken and waffles.
I had the Mile High omelet. So mine was just pretty much, they couldn't mess it up. It was onions, bell peppers, eggs,
and that's enough
then
seasoning.
ham.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty basic.
So even if they didn't season, but even though they didn't season, the ham has enough salt.
Exactly.
And then the flavor from all of the,
from the peppers. Exactly. I played it smart.
Marco's eating. He's like, oh, it's not good, but whatever. And he literally devours his whole plate. But then he had this biscuit on the side of his plate. And it was a nice, big, buttery, fluffy biscuit. And as Marco takes a bite, the first initial bite, we're watching just because it was so big and it looked good. So I'm literally watching him, and then I see him stop.
Oh,
he stops, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And I see him picking at his face, and he has facial hair. So I'm like, "Oh my gosh, is something going on? Did he get poked or something?" And then I see his fingers go into his mouth.
Right.
And then as his fingers come out of his mouth, he pulls out a dark brown, wavy piece of hair. A tongue curl. It was disgusting.
It was so gruesome. And both of us saw it.
It was so gross. And we saw it come out of his mouth. And y'all know I'm blind. So if I saw it.
Exactly.
That was a
and
big,
I just watched
hair.
him continue to pull it. It was so disgusting. Oh my goodness.
Yes. So, needless to say, me and Karl continued to eat.
Right.
because I was hungry. I ain't have no hair in my food. I was so hungry.
Okay, time out though. Since you're gonna go there.
Wait a minute.
No.
You know when you so hungry that your stomach starts talking to the person next to you. It was hurting. That's how hungry I was.
Okay, hold
on.
up.
So I wasn't giving up my chicken and waffles for nobody. And I mean nobody. Or anybody's hair for that matter. I told Marco, I was like, well, at least it was sanitized because they had to cook it. So all the chemicals got baked out.
Right, because it was inside the biscuit.
It was inside the biscuit. It was disgusting.
Oh my God. But you know what? Hold on.
But I was still hungry.
Hold on, no. The funny part about that is because the inner battle that I had in that moment, because you all need to understand something. I had a 48-hour weekend. I was exhausted. By the time I got out to Palm Springs on Saturday, I was already done.
Well, it was technically Sunday at that point.
No.
You're talking about
the night before.
Sorry.
I was just done because I literally got home at 5 and I was back up again at 8 because I had stuff to do. We had a shoot planned and all this other stuff. And we were supposed to be down in Palm Springs at a certain time. And so that day was rushed. And then I ate a little bit that night that we were going out to the club because I was just so freaking tired.
Yep.
That I didn't have enough in my stomach. And so then the next day when I actually had gotten up after being out with Sarah and driving back to Palm Springs, I was starving. And when we went to that place.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you how hungry we were. We was up at like 9, even though we were still in the bed.
Exhausted.
Looking at, and I was like, I'm hungry.
Right.
I'm like, I'm starving.
Like,
are we going to brunch or not? Are we brunching or not?
And so I watched your face because we were both contemplating if we were going to keep eating because we were both so grossed out. But then finally, Trina took to eating after she saw me took my bite because I was sitting there like battling with myself. Like I saw that hair come out of his mouth, but oh my God, this is my first meal in 2 days that I am not exhausted and it can actually taste good.
I was going to eat. I just needed a minute to erase the imagery out of my head. That was all. I was processing. That's it. Because regardless, I was walking out that door with all the chicken gone. I left 75% of the waffle, but all that chicken was gonna be gone.
Because that was batter again. Right. You were like, listen, yes. That waffle falls into the same as that biscuit.
Because the thing about it is the strips inside that batter, I can't see no hairs. I can't see no pieces of the feather left. I can't see no bones. I don't care. Chicken is chicken is chicken.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't play with me.
Oh my God. I can't. I cannot with you.
So then after that, we're walking, we're having a good time, and we found a crystal shop.
We did.
So I was excited about that. So I got a crystal that I have been wanting. Carl got him a few.
Yes.
And Marco got some too, which I was like, oh yeah.
I know.
Welcome to the Crystal Club. So now I know a good little spot in Palm Springs because those were a perfect price.
They were really good.
And they were all really pretty. Yeah. So that was the weekend.
Yep. And then, today.
Oh, and then I started a new job today. So.
Yes, you did.
I'm excited about that.
Hey, congratulations, firstly.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations. But then I want to give a shout out to my cousin Shalina because I had to see her today, and unfortunately, it was for a sad occasion. But it was, I really needed it for my spirit. We're going to get into this later, though. But I really needed it for my spirit today. She walked up to me and she hugged me and she's like, you don't know how much it means for you to be here. Because I already know. And then she looked at me. And again, even though it's a sad occasion, she's like, because I listened to the show and I already know how you feel. And that really moved me. So, Cuzzo, thank you so much, girl. I love you. And if you need me, honey, just text me. We may not talk every now and then. Well, did I say that right?
Excuse me.
We may only talk every now and then. There we go. But I love you and I got y'all.
You're just lucky I didn't catch it.
See?
I didn't catch it. So you said it close enough to what it should have been.
Right. But you know what? Self-revelation.
What is this?
No, I had to go ahead and catch myself.
What is this?
Just go ahead, girl. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
I know. You caught yourself.
I had to.
I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
So it was a good week.
It was a good week.
And we are going to move on to Help Me Fix My Life.
Uh-oh. Okay. Let me prep myself.
Fix my life.
Let me prep myself.
Help me fix my life. Help me fix my life. Help me fix my life. You better. Help me fix my life. You better. Help me fix my life. You better. Fix my life today. You better. Help me fix my life. You better. Come on. Will you join in? I can't do it all by myself. I was almost out of breath. I tried for as long as I could. It just didn't work.
I thought you had it. I thought, no, that's why I didn't want to jump in.
No, I couldn't breathe. I'm sitting here doing my hands as I'm directing you to join in. And you're like, okay.
No, I thought you was getting hype. I didn't know that was my cue.
No.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry.
So that's the remix.
I didn't even know you had started. That's the part.
Yep. Well, I did. Because I do a new song every week. So you should stay on your tippy toes. Tip, tip. All right. So this week, we got a good one. Here we go.
We do.
This is from the Emotionally Drained Breaker. Hey guys.
Okay, before we start,
let me say this real quick.
Let me get mine out first so I can laugh.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I need you all to understand something. Laughter is the one thing right now that is truly healing me. And it's the one thing that when I do, it really does pull me out of whatever state I'm in. And it's because you cannot, I've heard this saying that you cannot be both happy and sad at the same time because they're two opposites. So if you are laughing, then you will be happy.
Yeah.
And so for me, it is true medicine. So I don't laugh at people's situations, but if something is funny in the moment when it could be bringing me down, I will choose laughter to stay in that happy, positive place. So please don't think I'm laughing at anyone's situation because it is all in love, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The other thing I was going to say too is because we are a little bit on the confident side, it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile, and nobody wants frown lines.
That is true too.
Anyway, so, this is what I was going to say as well. I love the fact that our breakers' personalities show out in their letters that they write to us because, when I read this, she's like the emotionally drained breaker and the letter is just so dry.
Oh, God. There we go.
It is. And so I'm like, dang, I feel you. Like, I really feel it. Like, oh my God. Did you almost die?
No, I was simulating dry.
Oh. That makes it even worse. I thought you was really joking.
No.
Oh, man. All right, here we go. So this is from the emotionally drained breaker.
Okay.
Hey, guys. I've been in a relationship for a while now, and I feel as though my husband and I have grown apart. We are on different paths, and I constantly feel unheard and criticized for everything that I do.
Hold on. Just because the email is dry, you don't have to read it that way.
I want everybody to feel it. And this is how we do it.
Okay.
It is so bad that I'm starting to doubt myself and my self-worth. Oh. I know that we have an equal part in not working through all of our issues, but it is making it harder to be around each other. We don't even talk anymore. I'm not sure what to do. I'm sorry. That's the first thing I want to say. I am sorry. Not in a I feel pity way, but I'm sorry that you're actually having to go through that because I know, especially when you're married to somebody, I know that it can be hard to deal with change in that relationship because at one point it was clearly
good
everything that you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you got stuff to say. I see it all over that face.
Yeah, it is all over the face. Only because
go ahead.
For me, I once believed in marriage should be a compromise. I did. I once believed that. But in me really trying to work on myself, I don't feel that people should have to compromise who they are.
Right.
At all. And that shouldn't be in any situation. And again, this is preaching to the choir right here because I understand exactly how that person could feel that way. Completely. But with that said, I'm also the one that said, I remember a while ago that I'm a chameleon, so I can fit into any situation.
Yeah.
So with that being the case, is it always necessary and is it always healthy?
Is it?
Exactly.
Well, and I think too, just to add to that, a lot of people settle because
fear. Just going to be honest.
It's been
fear.
Well, maybe not even fear, but just that it's been this way. So it is what it is. And you become complacent.
And fearful.
And fearful because you don't, if you were to step out on your own or if you were to leave or if they were to leave, whatever the case may be, you don't know. You just pictured this being forever because you're married.
Right.
Nobody wants to go into a marriage to get a divorce or not to be together or to drift apart. Like nobody has that intention. You want to be with this person because you feel like this is the person. This is the crazy. This is you're obsessed about me and I'm obsessed about you love that I'm willing to deal with for the rest of my life. So when you go through situations in that mindset, it's hard. Yeah. And then to go to this point where you're just literally at a dry spell and you feel like you don't have anything else to give. I mean,
and you just feel empty.
Yeah. So I would say to you, sweetie.
Hold on, no. Before you say, can I say something? I want to be completely honest and say one of the things that I'm battling with right now is I strongly believe that we should have no attachment to anything only because we own nothing. And I know that's
you own nothing.
That is a teaching of Buddhism, where they say that, we're one with everything, but we own nothing. I'm trying to, in my own personal life, find the balance in that. And knowing that you own nothing, so therefore you should have no attachment to it, because I understand that the attachments are what possibly bring issues. So you want to be attached and you want to love the person, but you also want to understand that they are a person and they're their own individual. Excuse me. And so me personally, I'm struggling with trying to find the balance in that. So, and I can see how that could come off to someone as a back and forth, and a confusion.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of a way to encourage the breaker to maybe just communicate it. Because I talk so much about communication.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm analyzing myself with this letter from the breaker and saying, am I really good at communicating?
Right.
Mm.
And everybody communicates differently too. We have to, learn each other's way of communicating, because some people shut down and need a moment.
Oh.
Some people lash out. Everybody doesn't communicate the same way. But I want to piggyback off of what you said when you said, experience. You can't have possession, basically.
Right.
To what Lauren London said about Nipsey Hussle, and she's at his memorial. She said, Ermias always used to say that you can't possess people, that you experience them.
Wow.
And that just reigns true to what you said, because the thing is, we can't change people and we can't make them understand us. We can't make them believe what we believe. We can't make them hear what we're saying.
Right.
We can't make them do anything. And in this situation, sometimes if the communication is not there, because clearly they're not talking to each other.
Right.
So if there's no communication, what do you have to work through this? Because love sometimes just isn't enough. Like the love for a person sometimes just isn't enough. I could love you until I'm blue in the face, but if you don't want what I'm giving you, you're never going to be able to feel that the way that I'm trying to give it to you. So, okay. I just want to say, breaker, that, and this is touchy, because at the end of the day, my first thing would be, you need to talk, communicate, seek counseling, something like that. But I'm also going to say this: if you feel something in your gut and you know something to be true, okay, well, listen, your intuition does not lie at all. So if you're feeling some type of way and you cannot address it to this person, or they're not receiving it or whatever, you have to think about yourself, because you deserve happiness just as your partner, your child, your cousin, your dog, whatever. How is it that you value how they feel so much more than how you feel?
Oh. See, but you know what? That brings up a bigger question. Question, because, in a relationship, a lot of people get lost.
They do.
And they will lose themselves and somebody else. And you think, it's supposed to be 50-50. And that 50-50 more often than not, many times means you have to lose 50% of yourself to let that person. But, with this new way of thinking and this new way of living my life or being on this journey, I feel that neither person should have to change who they are.
I refuse at this point in my life, and maybe that's why I'm single. But I refuse, because I have been in multiple relationships where I was not completely myself.
Right.
And anybody who knows me knows me. You know that I'm all this ball of crazy, this emotional when you're my friend.
Yeah.
Or, whatever. Right. But I'm all about this, like, I'm in your face. I'm going to tell you the truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not, but I love you and care about you. So I will, coddle you after I give you a blunt stab to the heart.
Right.
But at the same time, what you're not going to do when if I'm dealing with somebody, is dim my light.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. If I can't be 100% me and you be 100% you, and we are 100% together, Because 50 is only half of you.
Right.
That's only half. I don't want half of you.
Right.
Why I want to be with you if I'm only getting half of you, or 25% of you,
right.
or 95% of you? Who's getting the other 5%?
Right. Or where's it going?
If it ain't you. So no, I refuse. To compromise. You don't like that I burp sometimes out loud and laugh about it and say, excuse me? Bye, because I'm not stopping it.
Right.
Don't care. You don't like that I change my wigs up and change my hair every a month or two? Because I like diversity. I'm diverse. One day I'm Selena, and the next day I'm Boquisha.
Right.
My prerogative, but I'm not going to switch it up because you don't like wig. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stop being able to go off on somebody if need be because it embarrasses you. I'm not going to do that. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm going to put you in your place lovingly. So, again, Breaker, I just really feel like, I think you need to take a step back and evaluate the situation. Remember why you married in the first place, reasons why, and see if there has been change. And if it's been changed for the better and you feel like it's something you can fight for, you fight
That's
for it
right.
by all means. But if it's been changed for the worse and it's been a continuous struggle and you have talked to your blue in the face, you cannot force it, sweetie.
Now that's good.
Can't force it.
But you know what?
You cannot force nobody to love you.
Oh, okay. And that is that.
the way that you deserve to be loved. Let me say that, because they might love you, but they might not be giving you the love that you deserve.
And you know what? This just came to my head when you said that. RuPaul said, if you can't love yourself, how the hell else you gonna love somebody else?
Period.
And so that means that the love has to start within you. I've said it before.
Period.
And you know what? This is preaching to myself right now, because today I had a hard day. I had a really hard one. But that love thing is popping something up in me. You set the standard for how other people treat you.
Period. You set the tone, because they going to see, okay, they don't really care about themselves too much anyway. So
that's all right.
So anyway.
All right, Breaker. Emotionally drained Breaker. Hopefully that fills you up.
Yeah. Hopefully you can take something from that and dissect it and pull out the pieces that you need.
That's right.
Hopefully. So, but we love you, and I hope that you are able to work through it and figure it out, because I know that's got to be frustrating and tough, especially, y'all been down for so long. So, kudos to you for trying to make a decision about your life. And that
is
that.
Your best.
Who's a man? Not I. All right. So we're going to move on to our next segment.
Get
Is you ready?
your phones. It's tea time.
It's tea time.
It's tea time.
We got some tea. We got some tea. We got some tea. Tea. Not to be confused with TT, but TT. Okay?
Okay, let me tell you why I'm laughing, because that first part sounded like you was just coming in with that good old soprano in them choirs.
Oh, here we go. Wasn't even doing that.
You was on it, though.
All right. So we going to talk about today. First, let's talk about this When They See Us documentary series.
Well, yes.
Well, it's a series. It's a series, not a documentary, but it's about a real thing that happened. If you don't know, you should read up about the Central Park 5 who were basically convicted of raping a woman, and she died, I believe. And they were sentenced to a whole bunch of years, and they were wrongfully accused.
Yes, they were.
There was no evidence.
No, there wasn't.
No physical evidence. And and they were in prison for, I think, like 14 years.
Yes, it was a while.
Basically lost their childhood. And
for a crime they did not commit.
Yeah. And so what we want to talk about, though, is the media and y'all on Twitter is dragging Linda Fairstein, who happened to be the head of Manhattan Sex Crime Unit back in 1989. And this was basically when, she was convinced that they were guilty. And despite the lack of physical evidence,
she convicted them.
She pursued the case.
Yep.
She didn't. And so, but basically what's happening right now in social media world is she wrote books and made a whole bunch of money off of these books. And they want them pulled off the shelves. They want them to go.
They do.
I mean, because she made a whole bunch of money.
Exactly. On something that's not true.
Non-truth.
Yeah.
But, I mean, people write fiction all the time.
That's true. But it's labeled fiction.
Is it labeled fiction?
Well,
I don't think so.
Right. We're going to leave that be because we hear it all day, every day on the news.
Yeah, I don't know if it's labeled, But the point is, why?
Exactly.
Why would you, 1989 was not long ago. We were born. We were here at that time.
We were.
Not all of y'all, but me and Karl was here,
Right.
And, when you think of that time, and that's almost going into the 90s, it just wasn't, we had people actually investigated crimes then. I'll just say that. It just wasn't. We still weren't on the 1942 movement. Like, you guys are black and Spanish, and I see you over here, so I'm convicting you. Like, It just wasn't like that. You have to have, evidence. So I don't even understand how this could slip through the cracks like that.
Well, it didn't really slip. I mean, obviously that still existed because it was 5 black men accused of raping a white woman. So, and the lady who sold the books was white.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
very.
Yeah. I mean, we hear that type of slander all day long coming from the highest level in our land. And so, but we just chuck it up as, hey, this is normal. This is just his feelings. But we refuse to call it racism, label it what it is.
Yeah.
Which I think is ironic that, those lies were told back then. And that person spoke so gleefully about that situation, how he just knew that they were guilty. And then all these years later, unfortunately, these men lost many years of their lives. Find out that they weren't guilty at all.
How do you think $7 million is worth all that time in prison?
There's people who believe that they were paid $7 million to go to prison for somebody else?
No. That's what they got.
They paid them $7 million each or $7 million collectively?
I believe each, and I think one of them got like $14 million because he was 18 at the time, so he was tried as an adult.
Wow. So
I believe. Let me not, you keep talking and let me verify. I'm pretty sure.
Just the sheer audacity of that. Let's just think about this. Something that you did not do, you're convicted of. And then after serving the time and you're released back into society, then the government or whomever turns around to you and they know they can't give you that time back, but then they just offer you $7 million. Like, here you go, be about your way.
Yeah. So
oh my God, how degrading.
Four of them got 7.1 million, and the one who was older got 12.2.
Okay, am I wrong? Am I wrong for looking at it like that? Should I look at it as being grateful? Like, well, at least they tried to make it better. But for me, it just seems so degrading. Like, okay, yeah, we were wrong. Here you go. Here's $7 million.
I'm sorry, but for me, I mean, it's like, yeah, thanks.
Wow.
Great. I got money, but no amount of money is going to bring back my Like, I lost my youth. I was in prison having to probably fight for my life.
Right.
Because people probably thought I really killed a woman.
And raped her.
Just because.
Yeah.
No, there's not the amount of money who can give me back my childhood, my dignity, my character. Like, everywhere I go, oh, that's a Central Park 5. That's one of them. Like, you're never going to be who you are. You're always going to be that label.
Yeah, you're right.
So what? I'm gonna use $7 million to get me a car and get me a house out in the middle of nowhere so I can be all by myself because nobody wants to be around me because they think that I'm a killer.
That's right.
Like,
exactly, because that's what I'm labeled as now.
Come on.
I know.
It's just, it's inhumane, basically.
Yeah. Wow.
So speaking of inhumane, let's move on to the next topic. This is sad and this really breaks my heart. But I don't know if you heard about it, but there was a young girl by the name of Maleah Davis who went missing a month ago. And I don't think they were married yet. I think it was her mom's fiance. He was the one who reported her missing. Now, the backstory is they've been together for a while. She had the little girl before they got together, and then him and her had a son together. So
the lady who went missing.
No. The daughter went missing.
Right. Okay.
The baby.
Okay.
A little girl. The boyfriend and the mom have a child together, and Maleah is not his child.
Okay. Thank you. I'm with you now. Okay.
Just so you know.
My bad. Yeah.
So they all lived together. So the mom was out of town basically, and his story is that he got a flat tire. They pulled over to the side of the road. He went to check, and some men pulled up and knocked him out, and he was out for almost 24 hours. They took the little girl, but left the little boy in the car,
which was his child with the woman.
Mm-hmm. And so then he called the police. He went to the hospital. He called the police. He reported her missing. Blah blah blah. Here it is, a month later, and they found some. Well, here's the thing. Somebody came to the prison.
Mm-hmm.
One of the protesters came to the prison to speak to him because, they, of course, are saying that he's involved in it because it's like suspicious the way that she disappeared. And so, and they found like traces of blood and stuff like that in his car and all kind of stuff.
Huh.
So then.
But with him being knocked out, did he go to the hospital? Like.
He went to the hospital.
So they did show that he actually was knocked out.
I don't know.
Huh.
I know he went to the hospital and said,
It sounds.
Yeah. And apparently, and here's the thing, and I can't remember, whatever. I didn't want to read too much into it because it pissed me off. But
right. I'm laughing at you saying you didn't remember. That's what I'm laughing at.
Either he said he got dropped off at the hospital or he said he walked. But either way he said it was the other way.
It was shady. Okay.
So anyway, he's in jail right now. He's not in prison yet. He's in jail. And so a protester went up there and spoke to him. And he basically admitted to disposing of her body.
Oh my God.
And told them that he threw it in a black trash bag on the side of the road. And so they went, and then now they found the remains and they've identified it as her.
So he decided to tell a protester the truth. The protester went to the authorities, and what he told the protester ended up actually being true. The authorities confirmed it.
Well, and then here's the thing. They broke down the day that this all happened. She went into the house on April 30th. The neighbors had a camera on their porch so you could see their porch as well. You see the little girl go in the house, but when he leaves, you never see her come out, but you do see him take a trash bag to his house. Out of his house, put it in his car and go back in the house. And then you see him leave again. You never see the little girl leave. So,
wow.
But now she's missing.
Wow.
But it's sad, man.
It is extremely sad.
But here's the thing. This is what's kind of pissing me off is because a lot of people are dragging the mom and they're like, that's why you don't leave your kid with no men. Y'all women need to stop leaving your kids with men.
That's not the mother's fault.
This has been happening. But here's the thing. And yes, I do agree with that. You don't leave your kid with men that you don't know. But she's had a child with this man. They're in a relationship. Exactly. And clearly while she's there, he's taking care of her child.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Give the woman some credit.
Exactly. Just
give her some credit.
If I only had a brain, head ass. Come on.
All right.
It just don't even make sense.
You better go in. Oh, that would cut me off guard.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense, right?
No, not even
how are you going to drag the mom for something that somebody else did to her child?
Exactly.
And then she has to wake up every day knowing that she's had a child with the man who killed your other child.
That's exactly. Don't that poor woman have enough to deal with?
And then her son is going to have to grow up knowing my dad killed my sister.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
And that mother has to raise that baby.
And this is the world that we live in. And she's going to have to look at that baby every day and see that daddy in that baby's face. And I pray that she doesn't grow a resentment to that child for what that father has done. But I just, America.
That part.
America, KKK. It's just.
I won't even feed into it. I'm not going to feed into it.
And you know what? The thing about it is he's black. So it don't even got nothing to do with that. He's black and he did it to a black child. And you know what?
The man is black?
Wow. This was a black family.
Jesus.
And the thing about it is it's not always about race, y'all. We got crazies in all races, okay?
That's right.
We have extremists in all races. So
that's right.
We just like to talk about everybody else because we're black.
That is not true. Do not believe.
I'm just playing.
Don't believe that foolishness. Oh.
I'm just playing. But I'm talking about a black man right now. Yep. So, but that just shines a light. Like it's really not a
crazy
color
knows
thing.
no color.
It's a human thing.
That's right.
It's a human thing.
That's why love is so important.
It is.
That's why love is so important because
the Beatles had it right.
They did.
All we need is love.
And it's so true because when you really love on somebody, I'm going to try not to get emotional, but there have been...
Get emotional. It's okay. Be vulnerable. We talked about it last week.
We did.
It's about being your authentic self.
Always.
And being emotionally transparent.
Right.
So if you need to cry it on out.
Trina shared with me.
My shoulder is not here to lean on because I don't give no pity out. But I will console you with an air high five.
Oh, you're a mess.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Trina shared with me a wonderful message that somebody had shared with them, and they don't realize how much it really helped me. Just saying something kind. They don't know me. They only know me from the show. But they wrote something kind.
Never met
me.
Never met.
Mm. And for me, and I told my cousin this earlier when I saw her, I said, it means the world to me that it just makes you laugh. And my aunt even said to me, she's funny. She goes, most of the time I don't get the jokes, but y'all laugh just makes me laugh and makes me happy. And I told her, I said, that is the whole point of the show. That is the whole point. It's just for us to pour out love to somebody who just might be hurting. Yeah. And let me just share with y'all, I know we're supposed to be saving this for later, but y'all don't understand that this show was my therapy because I get such joy from knowing that there's people that we are helping. So yeah. We're going to move on because I'm not going to get emotional.
No, go ahead and get emotional, Karl. It's okay.
No, let's move on.
Because this is therapy. When people ask me always like, how did this idea come across? Because that's people's questions. They want to know why I want to do it. And some people who know me, like, even though I'm outspoken and all this stuff, like I don't vocalize my opinion a lot because again, the people who know me know that when I say something, I'm not saying it to be mean or judgmental. I'm saying it because it's either facts or I'm trying to tell you the truth. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings.
I love how both of those options are I'm right and I'm right.
Are the same. Yeah. This is how that is that. But yeah.
Oh, key if y'all didn't catch that. Right. Shut
up. So, and like I've even had somebody tell me like, I'm so proud of you because I know you. Right. And I know how hard it is for you to, because a lot of people don't like me because of that, which I don't care, but I'm just saying they don't.
You know what I'm starting to realize though?
What is that, Karl?
I'm starting to realize that a lot of people are jealous of my ability to forgive and to not hold a grudge. And so indirectly, that's what they're acting off of because they want to let go of resentment or anger in some way or another.
And they can't. It's so built up that they can't.
Exactly. And they don't know how that. And you know what? Yeah. I'm grateful to the universe every day for that ability because I have been through some stuff. You've been there through a lot of it. And this is supposed to be the ending segment, but I guess we already here. So let's just go with it.
Right. We segue right on in. Remember, we're doing a series in self-care about becoming your authentic self. Well, it's called A Quest of Authenticity. And so what Karl is leading into is kind of like right on key. It's about letting go.
Yes.
The past is the past.
Yes.
And the only way to become your truly authentic self is to let go. I know we've talked about it a little bit, but you know, you're never, ever, ever, ever going to be able to truly move forward and heal properly if you don't let go. If you do not forgive yourself, which we've talked about forgiveness, but really forgive yourself for your past, because and we touched on it a little bit with Lamar Odom last week, and I was laughing and joking. But for real, some of this, yeah. Sorry, Beyonce was laughing. but really, you know, the past is the past, and some things should stay there where they lay. Bury it. Let it go.
And let me just tell you.
Because that's not representative of who you are now.
That's right. And let me just say, that's not always easy. Because me and Trina have been talking about this. For me, some of my old feelings started coming up again because I see a current situation that looks like an old situation. Now I remember how it made me feel, and it still makes me feel that way. So then it began to make me doubt myself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you sound like the breaker.
And so, with that being said, I will say this. It has to be a journey. God.
Y'all don't even understand how I be looking at Karl like I'm waiting. What you got? What next? What you gonna say next?
Right.
Go on and get it out.
Right.
Go on and express yourself.
It is so.
Get your piece.
It is. You know what? And I'm so grateful that the spirit of this show resonates past what people hear, because Sarah said something that has been in our plan all along, which is that we're going to eventually evolve the show into where you will be seeing our facial expressions. Because sometimes when we were talking and we're using our hands, as Sarah, Christina, and Nicole all got to see, is that I really do use my hands a lot. And I didn't realize it until the show. But even in talking to them, they were busting up laughing. And they were like, we need to see y'all's faces because we know it will make the joke so much funnier. So it's funny that our vision and, you know, certain goals for the show, the people
see it.
Yes. And the people who are enthralled with the show see it and say it.
And the thing is, just like when we're talking about these steps to becoming authentic, like it still resonates within me. I'm not the blueprint.
Yes, that's right.
So trust and believe that all these things that we're talking about, and I also want you to know that I'm not reading this off no script. These are actual things that me and Karl talk about. And we say, you know, he looks at me and he says, Trina, what steps did you take to become your authentic self? These are things that we have piggybacked off each other and said, oh, and this and this and this. So this is not coming from no Dr. Phil or something that you can search on the internet. This is coming from experience.
This is coming from
like real.
Right. No, it's coming from two people who are on the journey with you. And that's what we want to build. That's what we want the show to be, is a community. Yeah, it's the two of our voices, but from, like I said, having conversations with so many of you and people who I didn't even think listen to the show, having conversations with these people about things that they're going through in their life and how certain parts of the show spoke to them. And so we really do call you all the breakers, because we're all the breakers. We're breaking chains
through.
Yes.
For real.
Breaking through life.
And it's and just so you guys get the premise of why the show is called Breaking Hollywood, it's a play on words.
Yes.
Obviously, Hollywood is the world which everybody dreams is real, right? All of these things are happening, but when you really dissect it, we all know that for Hollywood, that industry, the whole imagery of it is all fake. It's all fictitious. Hollywood is not beautiful and gorgeous. It's dirty. There's rats and there's a lot of vagrants on the street. Okay, it has a smell. You know, I don't know if the hot dogs that they sell on the street are really beef. I'm just going to be honest with you. The fruit on the street, however, is amazing, and definitely the elotes. So all I'm saying is it's a facade, but we are breaking that facade. So that is where this name truly comes from.
Yeah.
Although we touch on things in Hollywood, which adds to the other play on the word, the whole thing is about breaking through these barriers and becoming authentically who you are. This show is not about Hollywood.
That's right.
It's about you. It's about me. It's about Karl. It's about everybody else and their individual journey.
That part. And the Hollywood part, the glitz, the glam, and the star, that's just you being you. And letting your star shine and your light shine.
And let your soul go.
You be your celebrity.
Yes. So back on track, because it all ties together. But letting go of the past.
Yes.
It's going to propel you to becoming truly authentic because you have totally gone through the steps of forgiving yourself solely. And that doesn't mean that you don't have bad days either. Like, I am not going to sit here and act like I do not have bad days. I am still growing and I will still fight.
That's right.
And then have to check myself. I'm not all the way there. You know, it's like Erykah Badu said, it ain't all incense and high vibrations at all time. I'll turn it to a Colt 45 Newports in a minute. And that's just it. But it's about me balancing my energy within me.
Right.
It's got to do with me and getting myself together. So anyway.
And you know what, Trina? Thank you for saying that. Thank you so much for saying that. Because sometimes I do forget it's a journey. And in a journey, that just means we have to keep taking a step forward. Sometimes we may stumble. And sometimes we may lose our way. But just because I chose a different path or just because I'm walking a different path doesn't make it wrong. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's still a journey and I have to keep moving forward. And if I ever arrive at a destination, then I need to keep going.
Yeah, because you have somewhere else to go.
Yes.
You know, you don't just stop. When you're on a journey,
thank you for that.
You go to several destinations. And the end point, you go through several destinations to get to your end point, which for us is true happiness.
Right.
True peace.
Right.
True expression of who we are at our fullest power and potential.
Right.
If you're a spiritual person, no matter if you believe in God and all that other stuff, we were created in an image of perfection.
Right.
Although we are human and we're not perfect, and we make mistakes, the goal is still to strive.
Yeah. To be better.
For that. To be better, to get to a place of perfection. And once you get to that higher plane and everything aligns at the right time and at the right moment, that's when you're going to get that true freedom. You're going to experience. Right. I have experienced it, not obviously to its full potential, but I have experienced it in a glimpse, in a moment, in an instance, in a certain situation, and said, "Oh my God, that's what I want that forever.
Yes.
I want to feel that way forever."
That freedom.
So that is why I push myself so hard. That is why I choose to be blunt and honest with you, because I want you to be better.
Right.
I want myself to be better.
I'm with you.
So anyway.
Yes.
That is that.
On that.
On that.
Come on now. Yes.
But for real, breakers, you know, you guys just really have no idea how much we love and appreciate you guys, and really just the positive and the kind words that you give us. And honestly, like, I've known Sarah. Me and Sarah went to school together, so I knew that it was gonna be good.
I didn't remember Sarah.
I mean,
honestly.
we were friends.
I didn't.
Yeah, I know. And me and Sarah were friends. Well, we are friends. Right. And so, you know, and we just hadn't seen each other in a while. And we kept up with each other and, you know, all that. But, you know, we hadn't seen each other in a while. And I just knew, okay, it's going to be a good time because I know her.
And once I saw her, I was like, okay, I remember now.
But it was a different energy.
It was.
You know why?
It was a great energy.
Because we were in different spaces in our lives.
Right.
And you can tell we had grown. We had been through some things. Right. That's the thing. We had lived life. We had experienced, and we had been through things. And the fact that, like, it was just magnetic.
It was.
I had never met Nicole or Christina before, but the energy was just
I felt like I've known them
magnetic.
Forever. Yeah.
And I want that connection with everybody I encounter.
Exactly.
The only way that that's going to happen, though, is if you deal with your own shit.
Come on now.
I can't connect with you like that if you ain't dealing with your own shit.
Yep. Come on now.
So, but I just want to continually say we appreciate you guys so much. You don't know
You really don't.
how many times I've been in a horrible mood with a stank attitude and opened my Instagram and seen, I love you guys so much. Or, oh my gosh, her laugh.
Right.
Oh my gosh, Karl's laugh. Like, y'all don't know. It just, it takes all that away.
It does.
It really does.
You have no idea.
So,
it really does.
Y'all don't know what y'all are
For
doing
us.
for us
Exactly.
by
Come on.
listening to
Woo!
us.
Yes.
It's ministry. It's ministry.
And love and light and positivity. And it's wonderful. And I'm ever grateful to you all.
So you know what we say at the end of every show. We love you.
And we mean it.
Because we really
do.
And Karl has been here all his life. And he ain't going nowhere. And neither am I.
Come on now.
And neither should he.
That part.
But one thing I do got to say that I need from y'all, I need y'all to push us. I want y'all to be
Let's build our community.
Breaking Hollywood to as many people as you know that would dig it.
Yes.
I mean, I understand, some people won't dig it, and that's okay. I only want an organic audience anyway.
That's right.
We only want people who genuinely want to hear us. I don't want to force nobody to listen to me.
Exactly.
Because I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I told Sarah this when we were out. I said, I don't want to just use all the ploys and strategies just so that our follower counts can say 10,000 and 100,000 and all that.
And they don't
I
listen
want it
to us.
organic.
Right.
I want somebody to stumble upon us and say, yo, that looks dope.
That changed my
that sounded
life.
dope. Let me listen. Or somebody said, man, I overheard your podcast. And wow, I just had to, I'm a fan. That's what I want.
Right.
I don't want well, since you know this person and that person and you can rub shoulders in Hollywood, child, please, get out of here. Holly weird.
Hey, you know how I feel about
In a good
weird.
way. In a good way.
Okay.
You saw I clean that up.
Right, real quick, because you're like, hey, I love my strange and weird.
But yeah. So anyway, guys, again, we love you and we mean it. And that
Yes, we do.
is that on that.
With that said, you know what time it is.
It's time for us to go.
It is.
Bye.